Right, I'm delighted to be joined by kickboxing legend Rico Verhoeven. You've got a massive fight coming up. Levi Rigters, it's going to be a huge one. The last one was a brawl, it was a war. You went down, you got up and managed to win the fight. So, can you relive that moment for me? Tell me how you managed to get back to your feet and win the fight. What was going through your head?
I got surprised. I got surprised with a spinning back fist, and yeah, we had to recover from that and still take home the win.
Absolutely. And can you tell me a little bit about your camp for this one? I know that you've been sparring with Tom Aspinall. Can you tell me what that's been like?
Yeah, me and Tom been training together for years already, and especially in this camp, I needed him. So I was happy that he came out, and yeah, he needed a guy like me to stay focused and ready for Jon Jones. So because of course John was fighting Stipe, so I think this was definitely a win-win for both of us. And yeah, that's what we did. So I was just happy to have Tom there because he's unorthodox as a kickboxer, and he attacks from angles that normally kickboxers don't attack from, and that's what Levi also brings to the table. So I was happy that he was there and we could have fun with him.
And Tom isn't the only person that you've been training with for this camp. I know that you've also had Eddie Hall with you. A fantastic video between the pair of you. I've seen you kick him. That's very amusing. So tell me about that experience with Eddie Hall.
Yeah, Eddie is such a nice guy, and he was in the Netherlands for something else actually, and he approached me already like weeks and weeks before. So he said like, "Yo, I'm coming to the Netherlands," and I was thinking, "Can I run with you for like a day, just a day in the life?" I said, "Of course, let's do it." And normally we don't, but we make some exceptions. And of course, for Eddie, we made one of those exceptions, and yeah, he just ran with me like the whole day. We started at 7 in the morning with a nice tub session, so with a cold plunge, and yeah, that's how our day started. And then he came with me to the gym, and he ate what I ate. He trained how I trained, so that was a yeah, it was a good day.
And I know that he's not the only English person that you've welcomed over to the Netherlands because I know that you've done a lot of work with Tyson Fury and Peter Fury. Can you tell me about what your relationship is with Peter and what your sparring sessions have been like with Tyson over the years?
The last time I sparred with Tyson is such a long time ago, so I think that's close to a decade ago. So that's been a while. But with Peter, I've been working, yeah, every camp we've been putting in the work, and with you, Fury, sparring. So yeah, we really they really elevated my boxing into my kickboxing game. So what they brought to me and what they implemented into my kickboxing game, I'm eternally thankful. And I think that's also why, yeah, we're so far ahead of all the rest because we have that elite boxing level.
I mean, your striking just seems to be getting better and better and better. You're undeniably one of the greatest strikers who's ever lived. And I've heard that there's a potential matchup, maybe in the work. You're very welcome. A matchup potentially in the works between you and Francis Ngannou. I was just wondering, has there been any talks about that behind the scenes? And what rule set would you like?
Yeah, of course, the talks have been there, but like I said, I've pushed everything after this fight. So I said I'm not gonna do any talks or discussions or whatever negotiations before this fight because the focus needs to be on this and never take any opponent or whatever who's in front of you take it lightly because that's when mistakes are being made or are happening. So after this fight, yeah, we can continue the talks on that. But I would love it. I would love it. And yeah, which rule set would make sense the most is I don't know, probably boxing because then I go out of my world and he goes out of his world, and then we bring it together. Because I would be an advantage in kickboxing, he would be an advantage in MMA. So, but maybe a real crossover. He comes to kickboxing, I go to MMA. Like I don't know. It's like yeah, so many different tastes we can try. So let's see what they're bringing to the table. But yeah, I'm open.
I mean, it's great to see everything that you've achieved in kickboxing, but you're not just a combat athlete, you're also an actor starring in Kickboxer Retaliation. So, can you tell me a little bit about your favorite acting memories? What was it like to make that film?
Well, that's already quite some time ago. Kickboxing Retaliation was with of course, the legend Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, that was awesome. It was awesome. I 2 years ago I starred in a movie called Black Lotus. I was the lead, so that was amazing. Last year we did. Was this year? Sure, this year. I don't know. We did Den of Thieves, Pantera with Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it, and I truly found my new passion.
I mean, you mentioned Jean-Claude Van Damme there. What was it like being around him? Did he have any acting advice for you? What was your whole experience like?
Yeah, we're still in contact. We still call now and then and just check in with each other. And he's a huge martial arts fan. So yeah, he's turned out to be a really good friend, and yeah, just good as a coach to see how he approached the whole acting game as a martial artist, and yeah, getting some advice from that.
Absolutely. It's great to see how well you've done in kickboxing, now going into the acting world. In your entire career, all in all, what is the craziest memory or story you've ever had?
Ooh, the craziest story, like I don't know. That's um, well, a fun story is actually like, for example, how I met Jason Statham was I was actually in London for doing an interview with DJ with Dwayne Johnson, and they sent me there from the Netherlands from like this TV show. They wanted me to interview him because they know we know each other. So he said like, "Oh, you go. You guys have a nice connection, so you can get some good answers." Okay, let's do it. So I went there. We did it, and then friends of mine approached me from Stunt Studio 8711 out of Los Angeles. He said, like, yo, you're in London. We're in London too. We're shooting a movie with Jason. And he's like, come over. So where you guys at? Yeah, we're somewhere outside of London. Okay, send me the address. I'm there. I said, yeah, because Jason is gonna love to meet you. And, okay, perfect. Let's do it. Because of course Jason is also a huge martial arts fan. And they sent me the address. It was like an hour and a half drive. It was crazy. You think, oh, it's gonna be in London. But London, of course, is huge. And it was crazy. But let's do it. So we went there, and I met Jason. So I was there just waiting. He was working, of course. And he's like, Rico, I can't believe you're here. Oh my, it's so nice to meet you. What do you mean? I'm happy to be here. So I think that was one of the coolest moments. Like, of course, first doing an interview with DJ, and then afterwards meeting with Jason, and then becoming such good friends with Jason as well. So that's yeah, it's funny how things just sometimes just the world just comes together and everything plays out really well.
It is amazing, Rico. I'd like to thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. I really appreciate it. But before I let you go, is there anything else you would like to mention?
Of course, I want everybody, I need everybody to tune in this Saturday on Glory Collision 7. It's huge. You're going to see the king remaining the king, and you're going to have such a packed, packed menu for you guys. The schedule we have and the fights lined up are insane. We got a light heavyweight title up for grabs, and we got so many more cool fights. So if you like martial arts, if you like combat sports, you got to tune in to Glory Collision 7 this Saturday.